Yeah. Keep breathe, relax. We'll go deep.
I'm alive!
You're alive. Good, yeah, you're good. We're going to do this in a second by arching back. We're going to put that piece of foam right here and arch you. You're born with gold and you heal with copper. Like, you heal with this cheap stuff.
Oh, man. Nap time. Jeez, dog. Oh, Lord. Oh! Oh, jeez.
That was deep.
Oh, I felt great. Usually when I go like this,
I understand.
I feel like this major burn, and I don't feel that right now.
Keeping your body upright. It's just postural. We got to keep you
Dr.
upright.
Ed's legit, guys. Into those positions, you mold like this, and then you walk around like that, and then you get a chiropractor, you're like that again. Oh, it's crazy.
Any pain turning your neck around, looking up, looking down? Any?
Not right now, but I do like right here
Uh-huh.
by the base of the skull.
Yeah.
This is what really gets tight, and it's right in there.
How long has that been going on?
Long time. Played hockey 12 years.
12 years of hockey. What position
Yeah.
were you?
Right defenseman.
Okay, so taking a lot of hits.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
They called me Brock the Rock, you know what I'm saying?
cool.
So,
All right, I ain't messing with you. So, all right, so a lot of sports. Any other sports other than hockey or just mainly hockey?
I played basketball with my friends. I would roll my ankles a lot.
Okay. You've had some imaging of your spine. You know that you told me there's a disc injury at L5. Is that?
Yeah, so L5S1.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say herniated to the right.
Okay.
Because this is where I kind of, if I go this way, it hurts more.
Okay.
So.
And they took a picture of your neck, MRI of your neck, or no?
Yeah, I got an image of my neck. I have cervical stenosis.
So they tell you what that word means?
Yeah.
The narrowing?
Yeah, like narrowing of the spinal canal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's because the bones grow. So when you overstress a muscle, it grows. When you overstress a joint, it grows.
Okay.
So we want to not continue stressing out joints, otherwise they'll keep growing and more stenosis will happen. There's actually two types of stenosis. So you can have, they both impact nerves. You can have what we call foraminal stenosis, which is the actual hole the nerve goes through. So this wire comes through. I'm just going to use this because it's a little bit bigger. If that disc ages, does that make sense? Or gets thinner, then the hole gets more narrow. So we call that foraminal stenosis.
So does it get narrow to try to stop it from getting thinner?
Well, the space becomes more narrow because think of this like tread on a tire.
Okay.
So if the tread on the tire gets thinner because you're wearing out a part of the spine at a faster rate, then the hole will get more narrow. That's most commonly when people say stenosis. You also can have what we call canal stenosis. So the actual canal longitudinally will get...
Well, mine's acquired from birth. So
there are parts of the spine where there's, like, say, for instance, the spinal cord is larger at C6, so the actual cord can be larger, so it's easier to hit the nerves there. I'd have to see the pictures to kind of really go through that.
I'll send you that. I have that picture. I just don't have the picture for my low spine.
You can have the disc can maybe not form properly. Like, so if this disc doesn't form properly, that can create, like I said, congenital stenosis. Like, just the space is smaller than it's supposed to be. Do you have any numbness down the arms?
No. Okay. So I have a ulnar nerve compression.
Okay.
I get the tingling in my these last two digits.
Uh-huh.
And then certain times, like when I'm at church, if I'm like this and I'm like ready to pray
Right.
or hold hands, or if I'm like this extended periods of time, I start getting tingling through the whole hand. So I'm thinking,
Did you have an injury to the elbow? Did you have injury to the?
Not the shoulder, no, not that I'm aware
or
of.
or the elbow?
Not that I'm aware
no fractures,
of. No.
Nothing dislocated or anything. Okay.
No, I don't. No dislocations. Okay. I did fall in hockey one time.
Uh-huh.
And I planted I fell this way. I planted my hand on the ice.
Okay.
And that's when I felt like a lot of tingling, and
Gotcha.
But I don't think anything was sprained. I think it, you know what I'm saying?
It's one continuous, we call it the plexus, but the brachial plexus forms off of the nerves in your lower neck, and then they form the three nerves that go down in your arm. And so the stenosis in your lower neck is going to be a heavy factor of why that's happening.
Okay.
So what we can do today is two things. One, loosen up the upper neck, and then two, that takes stress off the lower neck, and then also the arch in the neck. So the arch in the neck actually makes it harder for those nerves to be run into. It makes it so that they have some maneuverability.
I've been told that I have a military neck.
And that's the reason for why that's going to happen easily.
Okay.
Having more
and
curve in
I
your
get
neck,
like these tension headaches. Like right now I have it in here.
they're all connected.
Okay.
So the tension in your neck, even that suboccipital tension you're feeling, happens because there's no curve in your neck. The ability to hit the nerve in your hand happens because you have no curve in your neck. And so kind of the foundation.
Oh, so it can really root from the neck. Because I was thinking, some, rounded shoulders type deal, some stuff in here that pull that back, and it would help alleviate a lot of that stuff.
When you're pinching the nerves in your lower neck, one of the compensations will be rounded forward shoulders, because that opens up the channel a little bit. So the thoracic outlet is opened when you round your shoulders forward, but the rounding forward shoulders is just a result of an already stenotic event that's happening, and then your body compensates. So they go together, but the problem ultimately is what I was saying earlier about an image of your neck. Pressure on nerves then creates adaptations. Your desire to bring you're saying this is no curve. You're supposed to have a curve in your neck, not by having to pull your chin in and tuck your chin. Your neck should just want to have a sway in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just feel like if I don't do that, then I'll start falling down. You know what I'm saying?
So you're reducing forward head posture, but the military neck is going to cause your lower neck to age at a faster rate. Deep breath in for me, a little sit up. And hold the air out. There we go. There we go. Deep breath in. Head back. There we go. One more.
Wow.
Head back. There we go. Chin back. Yeah. Got a little bit there.
Wow.
But yeah,
That was a crack every single time.
Yeah.
Some people they can't get to that.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got more to do. There's way more in there we're going to get.
Okay.
Now you scoot down a little bit on your side. You put your hand around your belly.
Okay.
There we go. Put them right there like that. You got it. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale. Breathe. It's okay. Exhale. Good. That's good. Other side for me. There we go. Hands on your belly. There we go. Around your belly. There we go. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Exhale. Twist. Good. Exhale. Good. Fix that for me.
That one really freed up a lot.
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So because there's so much static tension, so there's no weight on your frame right now. You're laying down, yet all the muscles in your neck are
Locked
contracted.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
No wonder you have some discomfort in your upper neck.
Hell yeah.
But the alignment is what's creating that tension. That and however many years of hockey injury.
Should I just let go when you do this? Like,
Well, especially, I don't think you can. Relax. I mean, you can't. You understand? It's still tense.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible. It's like your engine never actually turns off. Like you're going home, putting your car in the garage, and then it's just running.
For sure.
I got you, bud. Real easy. Yeah. Deep breathe, relax. We'll go deep.
I'm alive!
You're alive. There you go. Relax.
I'm still alive.
See all these little bumps here? Have you ever noticed these? Yeah, they're worse on the right side. I don't think there's as prevalent on the left, but this has to do with the tension. So because the alignment's not correct, the muscles are working harder than they're supposed to be all the time, and they're crimping and preventing the lymphatic drainage from being proper. So it's supposed to drain down your neck, and this will lead to sinus, ear, jaw, tinnitus.
I have that drip.
Correct. This is not a separate problem. This is a problem connected with your neck, the alignment of your neck, the tension in your neck. We need to bring, it's paramount that we restore what we call your cervical lordosis.
Mm-hmm.
So the lordosis means arch, 45 degree curve that belongs in your neck. And the loss of that cervical curve creates a myriad of problems. And
It even feels sore on the other side that you're not working on. You were talking about that. My neck is not stopping
Yes.
working.
Correct. It's still contracted. It's what do I say? It's expecting to be injured again, so it's put up walls
Mm-hmm.
to protect itself. At your age, before 26, 26 is when your skeleton fully ossifies, so it becomes harder.
Ossify, what does that mean?
So all the growth plates are fused. So you have a thing called a diaphysis, which is the middle of the bone, and you have a metaphysis, which is called the growth plate. And you have epiphysis, which is the other end of the other side of the metaphysis. And so that's how bones grow. They have a part at the
Those are big words. I've never heard those words.
I don't think I have either. That's a new one for me.
All right, well, those are your
Metaphysis, epitomis.
There we go. Diaphysis is the middle of the bone. So think of a bone, right? The middle of the bone is called the diaphysis.
Diaphysis.
Now near the end is the metaphysis, right?
Metaphysis.
Which is where, and then you have a little cap, looks like a kneecap on the other side, okay? That's called the epiphysis.
Epiphysis.
Okay?
I said epitomis.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay.
But there's when you look at an X-ray of that's why you can age somebody by looking at, like if you show me a picture of a femur, I could say it must be a person that's younger if you could still see that gap.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's where the bone's growing, right? So when your femur, for instance, is growing, it's growing at the ends.
Okay.
Do you understand? The middle of the bone is not growing. It's at the ends of the bone grows, and then when that seals, when the epiphysis seals with the diaphysis, now there's no more metaphysis. There's no more growth. The bone's done growing. It's fully sealed. It's like a comb to your hair, right? The hair should be able to go through a comb without getting stuck. A scar would be that you're trying to brush the hair and then all of a sudden it gets snagged. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. And detangler spray is the dolphin. You understand? Is that you're trying to use something to dissolve the knot so that it can be combed through again.
That's very neat the way you put it there.
Right. That's so you can use gua sha, you can use massage, you can use a myriad.
The people's elbow.
People's elbow. Copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
That's what it is, trademarked. The knots that are in here, you just comb along their fibers. So like right here, it's getting snagged, and it comes out with a little mark internally, and you can feel the little lymphatic knots that are trapped.
Yeah, I feel that stuff.
Yes. Ultimately, it builds up because of posture. So if we don't get the curve back in your neck, it becomes disheartening because it's like it'll just keep rebuilding back up again.
Yeah.
The more we get you on that neck down and roll later, that's going to be your primary doctor. All right. Yeah, we got the disc injuries are what are going to define your life. Stenosis and disc injuries are the foundation for all back surgery. So, we got to keep your middle back moving, your upper neck moving, and bring your back, and restore it to its original alignment, the alignment you were in when you were a year old.
Yeah.
And that injuries in school. The other thing is that, when you were playing hockey, then after an injury, you would sit at a desk, right? And you'd go to school, and so we healed sitting. Yeah. And that contributed also to why we're in the position we're in.
Yeah, I wish I would have got something like this when I was playing.
Right.
I never got one massage when I was playing hockey.
Mm. Yeah, right in here. Right there, that knot.
Yeah, I was feeling that.
That's a big part of what puts
Is it
all the stress.
attached to the rib?
So it's a lot of muscles attached here. Yeah, you have a quadratus lumborum attaching to the rib. You have your diaphragm attaching to the spine. Your trapezius, your lats. So you have a lot of muscles all intersecting right here.
That tickles.
That is a sensitive area.
Yeah. Probably because it's so tight and tense and...
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that tickles.
So, what does that
These
look
are the
like
muscles
to you?
that, right? Yeah, these muscles all can interact with the sciatic nerve as it goes down your leg. So
Yeah.
piriformis, glute medius, inflammation in here chemically irritates or mechanically squeezes the sciatic nerve. So having disc injury in your lower back coupled with inflammation in the glute further sensitizes, further irritates the sciatic nerve, making it.
And let me tell you something. My left side is kind of like the right side, but the right side there was a good, I want to say, a week or two where I couldn't feel above my knee. You know, like that leg on the right side.
Yes. So the right side's
The
abused.
quad.
Your left side is definitely more jammed up right here.
Yeah.
We want to restore mobility right here.
That's brutal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to comment on YouTube about different sizing for each foot, that would be really nice. I need that
Uh-huh.
because my left foot is a full size smaller than my right foot. So a company or something that
Uh-huh.
can give me correct sizing would be very nice. That knuckle on the toe, right closest to the toenail, it gets jammed up, and my left foot tries to work so hard because obviously I gotta size the shoe to the bigger foot. Wow, that's brutal.
Yes, I know. It's terrible. Right here, it's all. This is the reason for why the lower back, fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I was skating full speed and I hit the hockey net.
Mm.
The hockey net barely moved. It had pegs in them,
Mm.
metal pegs. And I felt it straight to the low spine.
Mm.
It's brutal pain. It's crying pain. That's what it is.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I get the massage, they don't go into like my rib section. They don't do that.
Interesting.
You know?
Well, it's usually because, like I said, most people don't have any, injury in here in terms of disc injury. You understand? It's not an area that has surgery, so most people seem to ignore it as like a, nothing to see here. But they want to work on the areas that are injured. But the areas that are injured are actually moving too much. So by further working on them, you're further loosening them and you're further injuring them.
Yeah, so they have the wrong thought process.
Right. The reason for why the areas that are injured are so injured is because this area is so frozen. It's because this area is so locked and jammed up. That's what's further contributing to the stresses that go on those areas.
Yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I try to massage it myself. It's honestly probably impossible for me to, because I do the 90-90 stretch for the hips, and that it tightens up and it cramps on me. So when I do the 90-90, I try to stretch this, and I try to push my spine this way, and I stretch here. You were thinking stretching this, right?
Right.
Like that. Yeah, I don't do that as much. It doesn't seem
I
like
don't want you to do any
do it.
form of stretching. All of that is unnecessary. Once we get your spine healthy, you won't feel the need to even do that.
Okay.
The reason why you're feeling that tension in there is because your lower back has the disc injury. The disc injury has to be treated first.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to have all that tension to begin with.
Okay.
The goal is that you shouldn't even need to feel the urge to do that. The tension buildup is from the nerve being upset in your back, right? So you're trying to stretch muscles that are being tasered. We have to release the tasering first.
Yeah.
You're not going to accomplish.
Seize fire.
Correct. You have to get rid of the tasering, and then you can expect the muscles to be relaxed. But you have a disc injury, so that has to be treated first.
Yeah. L5 S1.
Correct. That is the foundation of your treatment, is understanding and treating that, and then what are all the things that can affect and interact
Yeah.
with. Mhm.
Because I know, I've seen, people on YouTube. I've talked to people. There's certain people, they have so much numbness in their feet, and
Correct. Yeah.
it's a lot worse than me. But
Just
it doesn't mean I don't have a,
It progresses there. It progresses. Your problem will progress to that if we ignore
exactly
it.
what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it may not be as an intense problem, it means it still needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Severity increases.
Yes. I try to roll that out, my massage roller thing that you have in here, and it's difficult.
It's a tough area, no matter what. The shoulder blades get in the way, so we have to have a device that gets in between the shoulder blades here.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a rocky road right there.
And we're not talking about the ice cream. That's right.
Yeah, it tickles.
Right there.
Why does it tickle?
Part of it's like because like what it's almost like the same kind of category as itching, like a mosquito bite. To me, it's like because there's toxins in there. There's something that doesn't belong in there, and it's irritating the nerve in a way that makes it stimulate the same sense of tickle. But
Yeah.
as your spine gets cleaner, as we get that lactic acid out of there,
Better.
that goes away. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, it tickles.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice and grainy, gristly right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some bacon.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
It almost feels like I have a mole right there you're going over.
No, it's right. Yeah, it's like an
So
internal.
that's not a mole, that's
internal. Yeah, no, it's internal scar tissue and.
wow.
Who knows? Something, a collision and.
Wow, that hurts.
Any siblings play?
My little brother, he's 10 years old, he plays. I'm trying to get him out. It's not a nice sport, you know?
Yeah.
We're all born, and, some of us are healthy, some of us are unhealthy. And if we're healthy, let's try to stay healthy and see what we can do. There's so much crap in life. It's like let's
It's hard
stay.
enough as it is, right? It's hard
Yeah.
enough as it is to make it without all this extra
And
stuff.
hockey and football, those are just
Those are
so rough on the body.
those are the top two in my opinion. Besides boxing and
Mhm.
UFC, that's different. It's fighting,
Right.
But in hockey, you can still fight,
Mm-hmm.
Drop the mitts. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
How many hockey fights did you get into?
Um,
Did you guys allowed to at that age?
we were not allowed at my age.
Yeah.
But I would just hit them so hard they would, you know what I mean? They would get off the ice and.
Just get keto. It's good treatment even do it while you're arching up. You want to decompress the disc on the front.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. We're going to do this in a second by arching back. We're going to put that piece of foam right here and arch you
Okay.
back similar to this. And this is what you should have been doing.
Yeah, that hurts on the way down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Those muscles, they
Yep.
hurt. The scar tissue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not always. Was that's not always like an impact injury? Is that
Well, this
has
is
it been tense for a long time?
It's
Or?
been torn and then it healed crooked. Like it healed in a ball of yarn is the best way I think of it.
Oh.
It healed like headphone cables that get all tangled.
Oh wow. Right there is bulging a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. There we go.
Yeah, you got it.
There, very nice.
Wow. Is that my hip?
That was your knee.
Oh.
Knee and ankle. Yeah. Knee and ankle. Oh yeah.
This one, yeah, I broke that bone.
Hey, at least they're all moving.
That's good.
Oh,
This one's not.
except for the pinky. Come on. All right.
No, it doesn't want to.
No, they didn't want to. The main thing that you do with the feet is you want to keep the weight on the heel. When you have too much weight on the toes, they call this the metatarsal and then the phalange, but the tarsal metatarsal joint here will start to get larger. It'll start to, the bunion will form here. So keeping your toes straight, and then see how even the growth, see how this bone is getting bigger here. Notice that?
Yeah.
Then even compared to this side. So too much stress here. Now that comes from our head to shoulder posture, sitting, bending forward. The weight belongs on your heel. So what I want you doing is making sure, the plantar fasciitis, all that happens.
I get a lot of pain in here,
Right.
and I get, like, if I start rubbing my toe right here, it doesn't feel good. It feels electrical.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I'm saying you have too much
I've been
stress.
through so many different types of shoes, wider shoes.
No, you need to work on getting your weight back on your heel. When you're standing, your weight should be on your heels. Do you understand? When you make your weight, when your weight is shifted onto your toes, all of those symptoms happen.
I don't feel like it feels weird. Like,
You want your weight on your heels. Look at me. Look at you. You should be able to pick your foot up without having to fall over. When you have a back injury, your body there. You understand? That's why you see elderly people. Do you understand? You're going into the old person posture. This is an old person's, because when you bend forward, the holes the nerves go through get larger. Right? So watch the size of that hole when I bend forward. It gets bigger. Right? So it's
talking about this one.
the side, the hole in the side, or say the disc's hitting it, you bend forward, the hole gets bigger. Right? So it's an avoidance posture to round forward. And so a problem that you would otherwise be able to get away from, that's what you do. You go forward to get away
And then
from.
my quads, they get tight.
Right, because because you're avoiding a problem here. Now, it's like if you put your hand on your hamstring. Feel your hamstring. Now, put the weight onto your toes. Feel how it contracts?
Not really.
Dad, go ahead. Sit down. Right, feel my hamstring. Feel.
Okay.
Feel. Just relax. Watch. Bend forward. Watch.
I feel that.
Feel how it
Mine
contracts?
didn't do that.
Well, hold on. Because you might be all contracted all the time. Now, see how it's relaxed again. Feel,
Okay.
right?
I feel that.
If it doesn't contract, I fall over. Do you understand?
He's gonna.
Yeah, it contracts. It
Oh,
contracts now.
okay.
You're-
I feel it.
He's like, you're tight permanently.
the muscles.
I'm like, what is going on
So
here?
my point is that everybody wants to stretch their hamstrings that are tight. But why are the hamstrings tight? Because you're freaking bent forward.
Okay.
Do you understand? It's because you're. So what should you do? You should stop being bent
I
forward.
liked your old person.
Do you understand? It's like it's same thing with your back. The back should be supple. Do you understand? Now when I bend forward, you feel
Yeah.
it got all tight. You understand? My back feels tight. Yeah, because you're not centered. Does here? Put the hand right there. Right like that. Okay. Press back with your elbow into my elbow. Press back. Keep pressing back. There you go. Okay, switch your hands. Press back with your elbow a little bit. There you go. Good. Yeah. How'd that feel? You okay?
Yeah, that felt good.
Check your ear. Some of the fun stuff here.
Oh yeah, this is funny.
All right, go ahead and tilt your head left for me. Tilt your head to the, so you're just gonna bring your left ear like to your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, one second. Okay, go ahead. Tilt your head left. Okay, good.
Feels like you're gonna rip my ear off.
Nobody's ear come off. Everybody's tilt left.
That was.
That was a clicky one.
Yeah.
I heard that one.
I heard it. Oh, you heard it?
I did. Some
all-
of them are really loud and some are like not.
Go ahead and tilt your head right for me. Tilt right.
Okay.
He's gonna take my ear off in a second here. Tilt head right. You got done telling me he just played hockey for 10 years. 12 years. Jeez.
That was good. Yeah, it just
That-
is to loosen adhesions.
Yeah, I get pain here. It feels a little more freed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jaw also gets jammed because there's no curve. When we're stretching your head back, like even just look up for a second, you'll feel all this stretching. Getting your neck.
I do this in church.
Mm-hmm. We gotta
They're probably like, why is he stretching his neck?
pay attention. And then the idea is you take your hand, you take it on your forehead and you press. See if your head to sink into it. Then you put your hand back down. See if your head will stay there, kind of idea. You want to press it into the mold, and then 20 minutes. The goal is to mold the neck back into the curved position. Good, perfect. The only contraindication would be a lower neck or shoulder, anything going down the arms. If you start feeling tingling in your fingers, that would be something to stop doing what we're doing.
A little tingling in my left.
Put your hands on your belly for me. See if we go a little bit higher then. See right there, head back. There you go. There you go. We're trying to loosen up your middle back. Do you see how you can, like a drawer, you got to give it like a wiggle to get it to slide in? We're trying to put pressure on these vertebrae in here, and then we wiggle your knee side to side to break loose the stiffness, adhesions, tightness that's built up in there.
Yeah.
Also to make it pliable so that it can be reshaped to a curve, to an arch.
Yeah.
And
So when you see your video, because I'm gonna make it clear now in case what we were doing, I was walking around.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see where you want it. Don't go lower than this.
I would just
Okay.
start with a roller. We're not going to do the dead rolls.
Okay.
We're going to start with a. You go on Amazon or Target,
Do you have
Walmart.
one?
I have one like that, but it has a lot of bumps.
That's fine. Yeah, I got the spiky one right here.
And then I have, but it's not that size. It's very long.
That's fine.
Like it's about I think 64 inches.
Oh, I mean, like more like this guy.
Like that, but I have one that's like that size, that's spiky like that, not as spiky, and then I have a really long one that's probably like a half a foot, maybe longer than that. That's just a regular like no spikes, and it's
Okay.
not that squishy.
Well, you want to use that to roll your upper back from the upper part of your back up here down to your middle back, not going.
Not lower, right?
not
Because I
your
can
lower back.
compress it, right?
We don't want to further loosen the area that's already loose. Just like this. And you
Okay.
kind of just roll your upper
Okay.
back. Get
Maybe
to
that's
20
good for some people, but not me.
Get to 20 minutes first.
Okay.
Which way? They had the roller which way?
They probably had the roller up longitudinally. like
Yeah.
this.
And I did that to stretch out my chest and everything, but
It's no good. It's no good. I mean, maybe you can use this to stretch your shoulders back, but you could just use the edge of the bed. You don't need to actually be laying on it like this to do this.
okay.
I would only lay on it like I'm showing you. All right,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Hang in
Thank
there, bud.
you.
All right, we'll touch it in the hip.
You did great.
The top right, I've noticed like air bubbles in there, so I can do stretches and it won't crack, it'll pop.
Okay.
It'll be like, psh, that's it. And then the
How
left-
how old is that? You said that was.
That's like months, I don't recall.
And you started doing jiu-jitsu a couple months ago.
Right.
That's something new that you've been
That's
doing.
the left lower side rib cage.
The left lower side started after the jiu-jitsu.
Right, and it was like a body lock,
Okay.
and it just like kept going and going, the pressure.
Okay.
And then I thought I like broke my ribs, so I went to go seek medical attention. They said, oh, I tore 3 of the ribs and the oblique was too tight.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check it out. You're 21. 26 is full skeletal maturity, so there's a lot of cartilage in there. A lot of things that we want to not let them heal stiff. So the main injury when we have that kind of collision or hit is that it heals tighter. And the main thing I want to focus on is to not let it heal stiff. I want it to heal loose so that your long-term health will
Right,
good.
the doctor says possibly a scar tissue built
Yes,
up,
sir. Yep.
because I know I couldn't even breathe. Like I was doing, this was so crazy because when I also do Muay Thai,
Mm-hmm.
and when you get punched, put your hands up, or when you get punched, you feel it immediately.
Yes.
This I didn't feel.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the very end with my rolling partner. I was like, "Be careful, my rib is super tight," and then didn't feel anything. And then I got in the car after all like adrenaline wore off, and I was like, "Oh, I can't breathe."
Yeah,
it
the-
was so tight.
The
like-
original tissue is lined up, and then when it tears, it heals in like a ball of yarn or tangle. That's what we want to go through. That's what the gua sha. That's what I know you've already been
yeah, I can't wait for that.
thinking for it. So we'll go in there and try to untangle a little bit. Go ahead and turn your head left. Does it hurt to turn your head left?
No, but as I did that, it just popped like 3 times.
Pulls on the right.
Every single time I could go like this and it'll crack. It just always pops.
All right, then turn your head right for me. Just keep your head. Yep. Pain that way.
No,
Okay.
there's no pain. It's just like a dull ache. or
All in
something.
the lower in the shoulders there.
Right.
The joints in your lower neck, when they're overstressed, will give you what we call referral pain to this area. So this area really is a lower neck overstressed in terms of the joints will give you pain or discomfort or
Yeah,
ache.
that whole area, yep.
Right. And that's ultimately due to the upper neck being tight, the lower neck being overworked, and then those joints will give you pain into the shoulder. So we want to get the upper neck loosened up, and then look straight forward for me, bud. You know, we're dealing with a little bit of head forward, and then the neck looks pretty straight. I would say this is like the military neck. You know, your neck isn't that far forward, but it's like straight.
Like,
Does
I
that
don't
make
have
sense?
a curve in it.
I would suspect there's probably not much curve.
Wow.
And so we'll be able to, when we put you on the mold.
Like, I know every single time I crack my neck, I can get the upper side. This side is always lower.
Always.
It's never
Right.
equivalent.
So one side's
Right.
moving and the other side's stuck. So we want to
This
balance
side
that.
always pops.
Mhm.
And then I have to, like, if I want to crack this, I have to, like, lay on it and then I can crack it. Or, like, go like that for, like, a while and then it'll pop.
Now, if you turn your torso or turn your body, does that go ahead and rotate your torso? Does it hurt when you rotate like that?
This way, because it stretches my
Stretches
rib
left on
injury.
the left side,
Right.
and then you turn.
And then this way, on, like, the back side of my ribs.
So still left side, either left or right.
Yes, sir.
I do have great flexibility because I do, like, I can go like that too.
Uh-huh.
Like, I do train, like, my yoga stuff for jujitsu, so I don't get snapped up. But
That's great. No, that's
All right.
really good.
And then just looking up at the ceiling, does that hurt at all?
no, but I definitely feel it's uneven from
It's
this
not bending
side.
evenly as a team. Okay.
Yeah, like,
Your
actually,
total-
I feel it on the left side more. Actually.
Pinching a little bit there.
Yeah, it's like right
Correct.
on the left lower side.
All right. Head back. Let all the air out. There you go. Head back. There you go.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, go ahead. Exhale. Let go. Chin down. Chin down. All right, stay there. All right. Take a deep breath in. Let this arm relax. Easy, easy. Exhale.
Oh man,
Other side.
nap time. Jeez, dog.
Other side. Other side.
Dog, that was crazy. I feel like I've been trying to get that for like months. I put my feet underneath the couch and then like lift myself up. Sounds crazy, but I was trying to get that for months.
All right. Easy, easy. Breathe. Exhale.
Oh,
All right. On your back for me.
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, your neck wants to be. Feel like all these bones are all laying flat on the table practically, right? Your neck doesn't really want to have much of a.
Right, that's the other day, well maybe like a few days ago, I did the foam roller. Like I
Mhm.
put it directly like this,
Right.
and when I went to go take it off, it's like these two things cracked, and it was the worst feeling. I felt paralyzed.
Yeah, we have a big distance that we have a disparity between where your neck belongs and where it wants to be.
And it felt like a major blood rush, and I got lightheaded. So
Yeah, we can't go quickly trying to change things. We gotta first make sure the whole team's working. Is that all 7 vertebrae are moving, and then we're gonna slowly start bringing some of that curve back in. Yeah, we got a lot of tension here because the vertebrae aren't in the right position. The muscles are, tight because the alignment isn't correct.
when you say the muscles are in
The muscles are
right
tight.
position, or
The bones aren't in the right position, and then the muscles are tight because their bones aren't in the right position. So
wow.
the
So they're fighting against each other.
That's
That's
right.
something I gotta mention. I'm missing a knuckle, and I don't know if you do like pop it back in place, but
You can't. It's fused
it's like
together.
down here.
uh-huh.
I hit something not on purpose, but it was out of fear.
Gotcha. Yeah, we want to. If
And
you
then,
want,
like, it's like down here.
uh-huh.
It's connected to this one, literally.
All right, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Yeah, in order to relieve the tension, we have to change the alignment. There you go. This is home.
Wow, did you feel it like pop or
Yes.
something?
Yes. Yeah, your neck belongs, and then the tension goes away because the alignment is correct. It's why we call it the natural cervical curve. It's where your neck belongs, and that's the whole journey of chiropractic to me is to
Get it
you know,
back to that position.
well, to bring you back to home, right? You bring your spine back to where it belongs for long-term success or longevity. We can't have that straight spine, but 21 years old, he can get away with it for another 10, 20 years.
And that's it.
And then the discs will be destroyed at 40. And,
That's why I'm in here now.
well, somebody should have told me that I needed this curve in my neck at 20. Correct. That's what we're doing today, is educating about the alignment.
I watched
but-
the video. Oh, that's so crazy, dude. But I crack my back like all the time.
And if I
Lines
don't,
over counters, everything.
if I don't, I feel like I'm in pain and there's I'm on fire. Like my mid back
Right. What's
and
happening is
lower back,
yeah.
it's not like a pain. It's literally on fire. Like it's burning.
Right. So the joints are inflamed because you don't have your whole spine working as a team. And then the joints that are inflamed are the loosest. And then when you pop them, you make them looser. And so we're creating a downward spiral here, right? We're creating a positive feedback loop wherein you're going to have to keep on popping them. And then that burning is actually lactic acid. And over time, if you leave lactic acid on a joint, it attracts calcium. And this is what creates arthritis in joints that grow in bone spurs. So again, no one cares until 35, 40 when the bone spurs are visible, and then, aha, yeah, there's bone spurs, you have arthritis. It's like, well, yeah, but he was telling you 20 years ago he was having burning.
Yeah.
And so we can clean out the lactic acid with the gua sha and the massage, but if we don't change the posture, it just comes back again, depressingly.
There's no
So
point in
we
doing
have
it
to.
then.
Well, there's a little bit. It's like vacuuming your house. It's good to vacuum, but if you don't take off your muddy shoes at the front door and keep on tracking in mud, it's kind of pointless, right?
So I love the analogies.
Right. You got to stop the source of the problem. That's what I'm trying to do. Everybody's just trying to sweep, and I'm like, muddy shoes are still on. This is not going to work.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. There we go. I got you, bud. Let it go. I got you. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. It's okay. Let this left side go. Let it go right there. All right, good. All right. Bring the chin up for me. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's okay. Nothing good.
Oh,
He's just super, super loose.
So it's moving, but not.
Well, part of it is that it's swollen. So the joints are swollen because of the position his neck's in. And he's probably released all the air bubbles already. So we're not going to have that
Loud pop, maybe.
loud pop. There we go. You're fine. You're good. There you go. Relax. Just
I
relax.
thought it hurt.
No, you're doing good.
That feels decent.
Right there, yeah.
Yes, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be easier if I remove the necklace?
You're
for
okay.
you?
No, it's fine. You don't mind. There's a lot more on this shoulder.
Doing that, it just popped again.
Uh-huh.
It's like always popping. I don't know. What is? Oh yeah, you said it means my bones are out of place or something.
The tendon is snapping over the bone. Because of your posture, this being elevated, it's making when you move your shoulder around, you're moving those tendons and they're clicking over the bones. It's not the joints. But over time, if you keep doing that, the tendon will get inflamed. It's not great to continually kind of rub the tendon over a bone. It's like a cable that's snapping over a bone that it's running over, being pulled over.
That's very interesting. That's where the burning's at.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, this is joint. Right in there, the joints are displaced. Yeah, when we're slouching or bent forward or sitting, this elevates and the joints separate, causes a lot of swelling and inflammation in the joint. This is gonna be easy to help him with just getting on the roller and arching him back right here.
People's elbow.
Yeah, that's right.
the
Trademark.
people's own.
Trademark.
Makes sense.
Mhm. Right there, you got it. Yeah.
I didn't understand why you were making noises, Mom. I do.
Now I understand.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. I swear, that's where all the burning's at, right there.
Mhm.
Your tattoo looks cool.
Mhm.
Thank
That's
you very
cool.
much. I actually designed it myself.
Looks good.
I like that.
Like, I got bored and drew it.
Oh, nice.
and then I went to an artist, obviously.
Looks really good.
Right there, yep. You know, it's like
The right side feels like it's like an inch higher than the left.
it is a little bit. Yeah, it's elevated for sure. Right here. Yep.
That's where the main sensation of burning is.
Yeah, this
on
is
the
just
right
joint.
side.
I remember feeling it first when I was like 16 when I sat too much and slouched. You know, it's just the joints. The joints have a lot of feeling. The point is that if the joints are that swollen, there's a lot of weight on the disc, and that's where the long-term health is coming from. These non-sensitive pieces of cartilage. You know, these are young person's pains.
He goes and sees a massage therapist too, regularly.
Yeah, you want to get loosened up, and then I'll show you how to stretch back in a second. We're gonna.
But I don't see him as often as I like.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
It's like he talks to your body.
Right there.
Yep.
Spine whisperer.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh my god. Sorry.
You're fine.
Oh god darn it. Oh man.
How do you like that pillow over there?
I love it.
Just relax.
I can just sleep here all night.
Oh man. Damn. Ah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Jeez, stop. Is it turning colors?
Maybe a little bit right there. Not.
It's not getting as dark as I thought it would. Interesting.
I thought it'd be really dark.
There's not as much. I'm gonna say it's not in the interstitial. It's inside the joint. It's inside the knuckle and the spine. Is where all the puffiness is, and this doesn't really clean the joint. This cleans the stuff that the joint drains to. But there's some right here. But
Okay.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you do take care of it with
You have,
massages.
I think you
I
have.
do. I try to tell you to follow along. Cause there's times like after practice, like my back is so stiff, and then I
That
take
click, there's a click right there. Feel
yeah, I
that?
feel that. Yes, sir.
That's what's coming out the strongest.
That's the sweet spot.
What is it? This is like where you see most of the burning. Is it? This is there. It's clicking right in here. There's a tear.
Is that the right side?
And rotator cuff, supraspinatus right here is where he. Yeah, this is definitely some rotator cuff
Yeah.
stress right there.
I mean, I do it. I'm not joking.
Hours.
I do
Yeah.
it every single night.
And it's like a spinning balls on each side, so it goes all the way up and down. He can move it all the way up. It's like two pieces, but it goes all the way down.
So that helps. Wow.
Yeah, no, you've been doing good. Yeah. So you're using a foam roller? How long can you put it here?
About 2 minutes, and then I
Okay,
feel like
yeah.
I'm lightheaded. I
with
got
the
to
roller.
pass
Then. I would
out.
stick with the
Okay.
roller and then just use that right here. We got to start working up to 20 minutes, Isaiah. Like
Oh, wow.
eventually staying in one spot.
For 20 minutes, okay.
It's.
I know.
I feel like I do 30
I know.
seconds. I
Well,
got to
we're
puke
gonna-
or something.
That's right. That's why it's so swollen. We've got to get when we elevate his head.
I heard
Don't
what
go
you
so deep in the
said
stretch.
on whatever time you spend forward, you have to spend backwards to stand
You
straight.
got to counter stretch it right.
So I bought a recliner in order to do the opposite way, you know? And that kind of helps, but
Help me understand the recliner. What do you mean?
Like a chair recliner?
like
Yeah.
a chair recliner, it allows your back to bend way back. Like you can sit backwards
Okay.
instead of like being hunched.
Okay. The main thing is your thigh coming closer to your chest. Whenever your top of your thigh is closer to your chest, then you're bending forward. So we're trying to make that angle more opened up, right? Any position, whether you're sitting or upright or when like right where I'm in right now, I'm sitting, right? My thigh is closer to my chest, right? Versus my wife who's standing, it's at 180 degrees. So when you're bent forward, it puts more weight on the disc, takes weight off the joints, and we need to do the opposite, which is making that angle more than 180, right? Actually arching back, making it 220,
So that's what he needs to work on more.
arching back.
Arching it
Yeah,
back.
he's ready.
So like would I do like how I do exercises, like 5 sets of 30 seconds or something?
What I would do is I start at the top, and you stay 1 minute up here, 1 minute, you start moving your way down. At the beginning, you're moving around more. If it's too intense, you put some books behind your head and you elevate the head to lessen the depth of the stretch.
Okay.
Then, as you are progressing, you start practicing taking out some of those support blocks, making the stretch deeper, reaching that edge of tolerance, and then putting the back books back if needed. You have to get 20 minutes, Isaiah. If we're not getting to 20 minutes, you're not changing your posture. You're never changing anything.
I feel like I have to stop at like 2 minutes.
I know,
Like I go about
we're gonna-
half a minute on the lower,
We're
about
gonna-
Well, he's saying go by little by little.
Right.
We have to. You're going too deep too quick.
Okay.
That's what's happening, Isaiah. And then you're overwhelming yourself, and you're trying to get off desperately. We have to not.
So start at the top first, then anything.
Right, and
Okay.
then work your way down, and then you're gonna stay up here, and then you're gonna attack, and then run away, and then come down and attack, and then run away. But yeah, there's a significant injury here on your right side here, Isaiah.
right.
Which side was the rib? Was that
The left side.
The left side is the rib side. So this is all bound up over here. It's probably, like I said, probably.
But that, where you're at, it's always been that way. It's always been that
Uh-huh.
hunch. It seems
Uh-huh.
like it's always,
So you think more on the side here?
Yes, sir. It's on the lower 3 rib cages. The doctor told me the 3 lower ribs were torn and the oblique was as well. And I didn't even know you can tear your obliques. I thought it was just a muscle you strengthen. I didn't know you could tear it. Like, I didn't know you could tear your obliques. Oh, it is like
I got you.
this part right around here
Yes,
is
sir.
beyond sensitive. I went to my massage therapist. Yeah.
Mhm, I got it.
And we had the massage short because I felt I had to puke
Oh.
because it was just so
You gotta tell him to
tight.
back off. You gotta tell him to back off. Guide him. You gotta try to get some blood flow in there and not try to overwhelm.
And it's only been like this for like 2 weeks.
I understand. And it's not bad. The first 72 hours after an injury, it's not bad to not, you're on ice and Epsom salt, and then after 72 hours, especially 2-3 weeks after an injury, it's time to start
getting it back in.
getting it back into the team and not letting it heal stiff. Right? Not letting it heal tight into a knot.
Oh, that feels great.
Mhm. There's a little mark right there, and the other's definitely.
You can hear the sound.
Mhm.
So that means you know it's coming up.
Is that what that means?
Well, it's kind of the sandiness underneath. So it shouldn't be.
Sounds grit.
It
Yeah,
should
it's
feel. It
gritty.
should just be smooth. I bring up the Belgian road. You know, it's like a bunch of little bumps that should be smooth pavement. Shouldn't be all.
God, I wish I could see your face for that.
You were on the video.
Good, good.
How you feeling, Isaiah?
A few stages before lightheaded.
Oh, all right.
If you want me to back off,
Yeah.
let him know.
No, you're good.
All right.
It feels good to like get some work done.
Right there.
Oh, yup. Oh, God.
Yeah, you can, like I said, the Epsom salt on that would be good too. All right, I got you. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. There you go. And breathe in for me. And then exhale for me. We're gonna arch up a little bit. Here we go, coming up. There you go. Exhale. Breathe in, breathe in. Relax your back, relax your back. I got you. Exhale. There you go. There you go. Yeah, nice. Put your arms back down for me.
Is that my shoulder?
A little bit, shoulders and a little bit back. Yep.
Oh,
I know.
it's gonna feel good.
There we go. Breathe. Breathe in. Exhale.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
That was deep.
Oh, that felt great.
Yeah, he needs that. So there's air bubbles in there. You got to bend them back to get them. No hangnails? Jeez. Wasn't even targeting the big toe. You're fired! What? I was on the second
You
toe.
were in the vicinity.
What is it, every toe of your foot here?
I was so scared.
Good.
Oh.
Breathe, exhale. There you go.
That felt great.
Relax, relax, relax. There you go, good, yeah.
Might be 5'3".
Face my wife now.
3.5 an inch.
That's hilarious. Yeah, come and
Sit-
face
face-
me. Yeah.
All right. Now press back with your elbow into mine. Press back, press back. Okay. It's okay. There we go. You're fine.
It's a weird spot to be
You're
in.
fine, you're fine.
Try to look up a little bit.
Look up a little bit. Press back with your elbow into mine. Press back. Here we go. It's okay.
Oh, man, I was hoping they would pop. During the Kimura things that
Uh-huh.
it
Put the
gets
hand right,
snapped.
put the hand right like that. Put that like that.
Sit up nice and
Sit
straight.
up straight.
Feels,
Then you're gonna press back with your elbow. Like
disgusting.
you're not trying to rotate your shoulder. You're just trying to push your elbow back.
feels disgusting to sit up
Put
straight.
your elbow
like
back.
A little bit, a little bit. Tilt left for me. Tilt left, tilt left. Okay, it's okay. Yeah. I got you. Tilt left for me. Tilt left. There we go. Okay. All right, I got you, bud. All right, go ahead and tilt to the right. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Got you, bud. Go ahead and tilt to the right for me. Tilt right, tilt right, tilt. A little bit. Okay. There we go.
that. Oh, that popped.
There we go. Yeah, just pull on. There we go. There we go. Okay, good.
So sit up straight again.
All right, you gotta press back with your elbow. There you go, a little bit. Yeah.
That was nice.
There it went.
But like, do you? I know it's you probably won't
So
be
you
able
think
to pull that.
what
back
happened? You
in.
busted this? Explain to me.
So one day I had caught a virus and got super scared, and I couldn't breathe at all. So I hit a door frame like that one,
Yeah, that
where
makes
it's
sense.
uneven, and
Busted.
this knuckle went into this one, and it like fused together.
We also couldn't go to the doctor for like 3 weeks because of the
And
being sick.
I mean, everything's pretty mobile.
I mean, I can do exercises, lift, everything.
I think it's healed really well. Is what I'm trying to say. If you did break it, it's not super detectable by me that that's joined together there. They're all moving. You understand? We have to hold this for 20 minutes.
So just do as long
Now,
as you
at
can.
the beginning, you're going to move every minute 1 inch. So total time is going to be 20 minutes. But so you push with your feet and roll upwards 1 inch. So no, towards me. Sorry, but upwards. So down
Upwards.
your spine. You're
So
rolling
like this?
upwards. Yep.
No,
Good. You're
but no, no.
Yep.
At 1 minute though for each spine.
Right. Every minute you move 1 inch, and then you stay here and you got to breathe. You got to breathe and relax. Now you can put the arms to the side or put your hands in the belly if it's too difficult. Put your hands down. But you need to
When
hang
I
it.
turn left
Mm-hmm.
on the foam roller, this side, like, becomes bad because of my rib injury.
I understand.
But
We want it to heal loose. We can't. I understand you're feeling it, but we want it. If it's too difficult, you run back away to the upper back. Eventually, you do the knees side to side, feet together, knees together, and then rotate your knees to the side, either side. Yep. Breathe.
yeah, I started to feel it in my like hip area.
Put the hands down. Put the hands down on the ground. Put the left hand down. Put the left hand down. There you go.
Oh,
Good. You gotta work on this. Bring your knees back up. 5-10 seconds. Knees back up. Breathe. Knees left. Come on. Good. Stretch. Slow. You're doing good.
wow.
Good. Knees back up.
So how long should I do this total time?
Total
like,
time is 20 minutes.
of the switching sides too?
About 5-10 seconds left. 5-10 seconds right, and then knees in the middle for about a minute. Take a break for a minute. Knees in the middle.
See, like, I know it's because of my injury, but it's like in my hip.
I understand. It's got to stretch. It's got to stretch. You can't let it heal tight, locked
Oh
up.
my god.
And then you only go as deep as you can to your bad side on your good side. So if you can go deeper on this side, don't go so deep. Only go as deep as your one side
As it allows you until
allows
you
you to
can
go.
get it.
You don't want it to take the loose side looser before the stiff side catches up. Okay.
Wow, that's crazy. So I gotta put books behind my head
Yep.
because
I got about 6 inches of stuff behind your head. You got to reduce the depth.
when I don't, like, my head just falls down and
Correct.
then it burns.
Correct. Yeah. You can't. You're overwhelming yourself. Breathe. Exactly. You got to hang out here. Roll towards me. There you go. Let's stay there for a minute. Stay here. Do the
Oh,
same
that
thing.
area feels great.
Yeah. Knees to the left.
Any nausea
Right.
yet, or?
No, ma'am. It's usually when I don't have the pillows.
Okay.
I didn't
Correct.
know I was supposed to do
Yes,
that.
sir. Yeah. Well,
To work your way into it. Eventually you're not
nothing.
supposed to.
Right.
That's the goal.
You're going too deep too quick. You have to give yourself time to acclimate. You're trying to go to the top of Mount Everest and you're passing out.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Getting dropped off by helicopter.
Right. You gotta like get used to the levels first and acclimate to the depth. You're going. You're
I
trying
feel
to,
like it is loosening up. I didn't know this stretch helps that much. Like, I go in the mornings and, like, try to crack it like that. Like, you know how you did on the table?
I understand.
And
But
if-
you're trying to crack it though.
You're not allowed to do that without support behind your back. I don't
Yeah.
want. You can't be popping the joint open. I only want you closing the joints, and if they happen to click when you're closing the joints, I'm okay with that. Meaning the joint will make a sound when you close it, and it'll make a sound when you open it. If you're opening it, then all the weight's going on the disc, and that's where the long term we're gonna wear out these.
This is usually where I start to feel, like, the nausea, but without the
Yeah,
thing.
just gotta get some books.
Wow, I can't believe how...
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah,
My
you-
rib injury.
Yeah, you
I
did
can't,
good.
like...
Let's check that range of motion again. Let me see your. Have you bend around a little bit? So, how's it feel to turn your neck? How's that feel?
It always feels better.
Not
Pulling
looser.
his neck all the way around like an
Yeah.
It
owl.
doesn't click.
Cool.
It used to, like, catch or, like, I feel it on
Yeah.
this side.
It's the posture. We have to stretch you back, and you'll stop feeling that click. The click's happening because
And
of.
usually when I go like this,
I
I
understand.
feel like this major burn, and I don't feel that right now.
Keeping your body upright. It's just postural. We gotta keep you
Dr.
upright.
Ed's legit, guys.
Aw.
They need to come see him.
Oh.
They just fixed me. I told my sister, I was like, I'm gonna come back with a new back. It's like,
You
feels
did
much
great.
better. Like, I feel like I can breathe better.
Good.
Especially on the top right side, I feel like when you get like choked in, like, you know, the weird
Yeah.
positions, like, it's odd positions in those arts,
Yeah.
and then you like mold into those positions. You mold like this, and then you walk around like that, and then you get a chiropractor, you're like that again. It's crazy.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
when you
That is way
stand up like
different.
this, you look taller. I mean,
For real?
you do.
Yeah, I feel like I'm able to go like this without
Yeah.
Yeah.
pressure right here.
Yes.
It's much.
You're not
much,
hunched
much
over right now.
We gotta take you back so that you want to be more in the middle. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
Great.